maximum effort. It's such a simple concept, but in the world of Deadpool, or to be more specific, Ryan Reynolds, it's everything. And one thing you could never take away from the Deadpool trilogy is how hard they tried.
You can say that again.
After seeing Deadpool and Wolverine 2 times, I have a love-hate relationship with it. My initial reaction coming out of the theater was that this movie was kinda underwhelming. Not because it's a bad movie or anything, but due to the fact they just didn't do what I wanted them to do. Now I get it, you're probably asking like, what could that even be? Well, the answer to that question is pretty simple. I wanted Deadpool to fix the MCU from the inside out.
It's about damn time.
Now I won't go into super detail about what that entails because that's not the movie we got. But to keep it short, I thought Deadpool and Wolverine was going to be more of a buddy cop movie.
What the hell did you just say?
I thought the new TVA was going to task Deadpool and Wolverine to fix what the MCU broke after Endgame.
Hey, it's me. Don't scratch. Just cleaning up the timeline.
Liar!
Now how that will go, I'm not really sure. But my thinking going into this movie was that if anybody could fix the MCU, it'd be Deadpool.
What? No cap. What does that mean? It's what all of my fellow Gen Zers say.
But now that I've said my piece, let's dive into this actual movie. Starting with the opening. Hands down, the best opening in MCU history.
Yes, it was.
I mean, what a way to start a movie, right? Now, I'm old enough to remember NSYNC and the chokehold boy bands had on Americana back in the early 2000s.
And me, you know, I'm 56 years old.
Damn.
So when I heard that first bye bye bye, I lost it.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Because it highlights one of my favorite things about Deadpool movies. And that's the art of being unpredictable and breaking all the rules. Not only did it make for an unforgettable opening, but it gears you up for the crazy ride that is Deadpool and Wolverine.
Let's go.
Now let's just talk about the premise of the movie for a little bit. Deadpool's midlife crisis.
Tell me about it.
After the events of Deadpool 2 and his adventures with Cable's time travel device,
That was probably a bad idea. What have we done?
our good pal Wade Wilson was looking to take the next step. I mean, going from being a mercenary to an X-Men trainee to founding X-Force, there's only so much further you can climb.
I'm kind of a big deal.
So the logical next step for our buddy Deadpool would be to, join the Avengers, right?
Absolutely not.
This is where things take a turn. Not only for Deadpool, but also for this movie in general.
And here we go.
Getting rejected from the Avengers is one thing, but for things to spiral the way that they did and for us to not really see it in a meaningful way was a mistake. Losing his passion, his girl, his way of life didn't hit for me.
You're a monster.
It just didn't scream Deadpool. Cause for one, we didn't really get to see it. And those small moments are things that made the first movie so special. Now I'm not trying to be super nitpicky, but it's one of the main reasons why the stakes in this movie feel so low.
How dare you?
Don't get me wrong, they nail all the key elements that make a Deadpool movie, right? I mean, they got Wolverine in the movie, so that's already a win.
I can just smell the money already.
But it's a known thing that Deadpool movies are supposed to be action-packed. They're supposed to make you laugh. They're supposed to gross you out. They're supposed to have endless cameos. And of course, break the fourth wall.
Oh, hello.
But at the end of the day, the goal of any movie should be to tell a good story. And they started off on the wrong foot in this one. I bring these things up because Deadpool movies are such a unique opportunity. An opportunity to do things you wouldn't normally see in an MCU movie. Or any movie in general. And I feel like they just played it too safe.
Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob!
Which is why from an execution standpoint, from moment to moment, everything was there. Now, some moments might have been a little bit too long for my liking, but when you look at this movie in totality, Deadpool and Wolverine is a good movie.
Now you're speaking my language.
Well, get the hell on then. Come on, let's go.
The only thing I'm really trying to say is that if they took more risks, I think this movie could have been way better. Biases aside, expectations have always been the downfall of the MCU. And this movie is no different. Which is why I felt so torn coming out of the theater. Twice.
No, I don't accept that. You don't accept what? I don't accept that.
Was Deadpool and Wolverine a cinematic masterpiece or just another disappointment? One thing I can say for sure is that this movie is polarizing.
No, it's not. It
Gets the people going.
And I know I enjoy watching this film 100%. But in the same breath, I think it's fair to say that I just wasn't a fan of some of the choices that they made and the conclusions that we got. Whether you want to talk about new terminology or if you want to talk about Wolverine's storyline being mid. Yes, I said mid.
Haters gonna hate.
I know this movie is titled Deadpool and Wolverine, but I just can't can't shake the feeling that Wolverine or Hugh Jackman finally missed.
That's cap. I accuse you of capping.
I know that's a crazy thing for me to say, but if you ask me, Deadpool and Wolverine was more about exploring the idea of Wolverine. Who knows, maybe that was purposeful. I'm not really sure. I just wish we got to see more from this specific Wolverine's past instead of banking on his present.
But wait, there's more.
On the other hand though, seeing Logan in his iconic yellow suit was fire.
Let's go.
I just feel like outside of that, we didn't really get anything out of him. But what I realized while writing this review is that in the world of Deadpool and Wolverine, this movie actually works. Now, selfishly, they didn't do what I wanted them to do, which in the grand scheme of things is completely fine.
It's not about you.
And you know how they say comparison is the thief of joy? Well, in the case of the MCU, it seems clear to me that you can switch out the comparison for expectations. Don't get me wrong, I still expect great work from Marvel every single time. That's never going to change. But maybe, I don't know, we should be more open to new ideas, especially when the main character is Deadpool, the most non-serious character out of the bunch. And I don't know what made me thought that this was going to be the moment that changed everything, so I gotta hold that one.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
So hopefully now you understand why I have such a love-hate relationship with Deadpool and Wolverine. Even though the scale of the movie didn't match the moment, I still think it's worth watching, which is why I'm giving Deadpool and Wolverine an 8 out of 10 G-File score. Now, if you enjoyed this review, here's another one that we think you would like. And before you go, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to see more, and I'll see y'all next Friday. Peace.